They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Here we go now. Watch it now.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st and 10, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football. Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they? Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
back to the air. Newton on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Newton now on second down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make our score 9-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. Yeah, he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 48-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Back up. The charge. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
No. Jack, Patriot. Over.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side at the 4-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out in the pistol.
Leopard.
He'll drop to throw. flushed, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bills have cut it to within a score.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Play action. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the Bills getting set to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
All right, now, look at 56. Look at set. Blue line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
No. Check. Now let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaq Lawson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. The chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff looking right. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Newton's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right around the 26. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chavez. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Around the NFL, fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.